Before names, before dates, before anyone thought to write anything down, there was this: Spanish moss, hanging quietly, watching everything that came before us and everything that will come after. It doesn't mark time. It doesn't explain anything. It just stays. Hey, I'm Duncan. I explore South Carolina's backroads, hidden places, and the stories behind them. I came here today looking for a few specific people. Not famous names, not monuments everyone recognizes, just individuals who left a mark, and then slowly slipped out of view. I even brought a list. But lists assume order, and places like this don't always cooperate. The records are scattered, handwritten, some barely legible, drawings made by people long gone. No clean answers, no easy map. At first, that felt like a failure. But the longer I'm here, the more it feels intentional. Because this place isn't interested in being solved. It isn't trying to tell one story. It's holding many, some finished, some unfinished, some never told at all. Eventually, I learn where I am. This is Magnolia Cemetery, Charleston, South Carolina. And it's been waiting longer than any of us. These headstones mark men who died testing an idea that had never worked before. The H.L. Hunley made history as the first submarine to sink an enemy ship in battle. But what's often forgotten is how many times it failed. These 3 markers here indicate the first 2 attempts where men died testing this idea. And the 3rd marker, and the men that are buried here behind me, are the ones that died in battle. These men drowned in training again and again, learning something no one had ever figured out. They weren't laid to rest together here until more than a century after they perished. Magnolia holds them here in this cemetery, not for what they accomplished, but for what it cost. If Charleston has a rhythm, the way it feels to move through something, Gabriel Maningalt had something to do with that. He designed buildings that belong to this city, this light. Good architecture doesn't demand attention. It becomes part of everyday life. That's why his monument here is modest, and his work is everywhere. James Lewis Pettigrew loved Charleston. And because he loved it, he believed that secession would destroy it. That made him an outsider in his own city. Not because he left, but because he stayed and disagreed. After the war, when defiance was fashionable, Pettigrew argued for reconciliation. His legacy here isn't about winning or losing. It's about the courage to stand apart and remain part of the place you love. St. Julian Ravenel reminds us that not all of the history of Charleston was written by politicians and soldiers. She was a scientist, a botanist, working quietly at a time where women were hardly recognized in science at all. She studied the natural world of the Low Country, and her work reached far beyond it. Her legacy here isn't loud, but it matters. John C. Calhoun isn't buried here, but his ideas are, and there's a cenotaph here erected in his honor. His marker isn't about a body. It's about influence. Calhoun's ideas shaped a nation, and it left deep scars. Magnolia doesn't ask us to celebrate him. It asked us to remember what ideas can do, long after the people are gone. I never found the exact grave sites I was looking for. And standing here now, maybe that's the point. Because most of us won't be remembered by name. We'll be remembered for what we touched. Or maybe not remembered at all. Cemeteries don't tell us who mattered most. They tell us who lasted longest in the record books. Most lives don't leave clean trails behind them. They leave fragments, half-remembered names, stories passed down imperfectly. Standing here, it becomes clear. Being remembered isn't guaranteed. Even doing something notable isn't always enough. What survives is quieter than that. its influence, its impact. It's the way one life bends another, sometimes without even knowing it did. As I leave Magnolia, I wonder if modern tools, even AI, might one day help stitch together what time keeps pulling apart. Names, stories, histories. Not abandoned, just slowly weathered away. The moss will still be here long after we're gone, swaying over the stones, watching names fade. Not remembering us, but never forgetting the place. Every journey begins before the engine turns. I'm Duncan. I go looking not for perfection, but for moments worth remembering. This is Nomad, my scout, always ahead, showing me the shape of the land and my place in it. And this is the Berlin Bear, born in Berlin, built for the world, strong enough to carry me further than comfort would ever allow. Together, we move slow enough to notice and far enough to matter.